And then the court is going to sentence you to 180 days in the Bexar County Jail. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's previously, I think I had ordered a no contact with Shelby Schultz unless it was through the parenting app. Now I'm going to change that to no contact with Shelby Schultz. And there is, does everybody agree that was the previous condition? Only contact through the app? Defense, you're offering the stipulated evidence that is defense exhibit number 3?
Yes, ma'am.
And no objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. If you could give that to the court reporter, I've read it.
Yes, ma'am.
Then defense exhibit 3 will be admitted into evidence and you all may take your seats. Mr. Toshi, call your next witness.
Judge, I'd like for Mr. Myasek to take the stand.
All right, if you will take the witness. All right, if you can raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God. All right, you can lower your hand. Please keep your voice up so that I can hear and everyone else can. State your name for the record. All right, defense, you may proceed.
Thank you very much. Alex, can you spell your last name for the record, please?
Miossec.
Okay. All right, Alex, let's just kind of cut right into this thing. Obviously, we've been here for a while and we've already heard from Ms. Wise. I want to just go right to the day, February the 8th. Do you recall that day?
Sure.
And do me a favor, Alex, can you speak a little bit louder? I'm having a little hard time hearing you. Okay. Just to give a little bit of background, where did that night begin? Where were you and who were you with?
We were at a coworker of mine's birthday party celebration. It was at their apartment complex.
All right. How many people were you with?
Probably 50 or more at one point.
All right. Towards the end of the night, did the group of 50 kind of whittle down into a smaller group?
Yes, from there, it's probably like 5 or 6 of us, maybe.
Okay. And were you with Olivia Wise?
Yes.
All right. That night, let's kind of pick up from about midnight on. Where were you?
We were at Camp 1604 in Kung Fu, kind of popping around. There are 2 bars that are right next to each other.
Okay. In your estimation, kind of what was the mood of the group that was there, including yourself?
Yeah, it was good. Everything was going good for the most part. Say Olivia was at one point she was a little cranky about not being able to find me because I was socializing. I kind of got over that, and then she kind of turned into the mood of, she was kind of in the mood of having sex and stuff later on.
Okay, well we'll get to that here in a second. Had Olivia been drinking?
Yes.
Okay, a little or a lot?
I guess I would say a fair amount.
Okay,
I wasn't counting.
sure. She wasn't like fall down drunk, but did she have a good buzz to your?
She was pretty intoxicated.
Objection, Your Honor, speculation.
All right, that'll be sustained as to speculation if you can lay the foundation.
Well, I mean, how many drinks would you say she had?
We had been there for hours, so say about 3-4 hours.
Objection,
worth of drink.
speculation.
Overruled.
Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, I'd say about 3 or 4 hours worth of drinking from where we were before to when we ended up at the bar.
All right. Now you mentioned, and this has come up and you've been watching, did Olivia want to have relations with you that night? Did she want to have intercourse?
Objection, hearsay.
Of course.
All right, so here's the thing, when objections are raised, you need to stop talking so I can rule on them. Ask your question, please.
Did Olivia wish to have intercourse that night?
Yes.
Objection, here.
Sustain.
Judge, I'm not asking for a hearsay response.
The objection is sustained.
Okay. Without telling me anything Olivia may have said, what gave you the impression she wanted to have sex?
She texted.
Objection, speculation.
With regard to speculation, that'll be overruled.
Okay. And she's already told us about the text message. Was her behavior consistent with what she was texting you?
Yes and no. She was going back and forth between being a little kind of wanting to have an altercation, but then she would go back to being back in the mood.
Okay. What time was it that you guys left the bar you were at?
I would say closing time.
And when I,
4 a.m.
and when I say you guys, I mean you and Olivia, you were there together, correct?
Yes, sir.
When you, what time do you think it was when you got home?
3-ish, I would say.
How-
It's a good 45-minute drive home.
Okay. Olivia doesn't live in Bear County?
No.
Okay. Let's kind of pick up there. Now you're home. You guys have been out at a bar. What kind of transpired once we're home and settling in?
Well, I was already getting ready for bed. I was already laying down in bed. And I was kind of on my phone when we first did get there, though. She was obviously in the mood. So she was kind of grinding on me, telling me what she wanted to do. I was laying down in bed, I was on my phone. That caused her a little bit of frustration. Because her words were, you care more about your friends than, me trying to sleep with you right now.
Okay. So when you got home, Olivia was interested in sex. Were you?
Wasn't against it.
Okay. And where were you? Like where was this taking place?
I was laying down in bed on my side of the bed.
What were you wearing?
I think I was just in my boxers, honestly.
Okay. Do you recall what Olivia was wearing?
One piece.
One,
Felt like a one piece, like not lingerie, but just like a one piece.
okay,
button up.
okay. And so let's talk about this critical part. Like, how did we go from that to this incident? Like what do you recall Olivia doing?
Well, she was frustrated because I wasn't really paying attention to her. So she got up, went to go get water. She was about at the end of the hallway. I was laying in bed. She just started arguing with me, and words were exchanged between both of us. And she just kind of kept trying to bring up what she wanted to fight about originally, which was pointless. So in that, I did yell back at her that you'd be a lot cooler if you would just quit your bitching. Like, how about shut up? And I
Okay,
did say that, yes.
okay. Well, I wasn't asking you about anything you said.
Yeah.
Did you ever leave the bed?
No.
All right. So the two of you came together by her coming towards you, is that correct?
Yeah, she jumped on the bed.
All right. Was she on the bed or was she on you? Like kind of, how was she physically positioned?
She was like hovering over me, like on her knees over me.
Okay.
Not quite on top of me, but like just right over me. And I was laying down on my back.
All right. Did you ever move? Were you just laying there the whole time? Okay. And so did there come a point in time where Olivia started to get physical with you, and not a romantic physical, more of a violent physical?
Objection, leading.
Yes.
Sustained.
Well, during this interaction, did Olivia do something?
Yes. She hit me repeatedly in the face.
Okay. With?
Correct.
Do you know why?
Because I had said what I said.
Okay. You said something that made her mad.
Yes.
Okay. How many, so is she straddling you? Do you, or
Yeah,
she,
that would be-
and when I say straddle, you know what I mean, right? Like she's on top of you.
She wasn't fully on top.
Okay.
She had one leg on, like one leg over one of my legs.
Okay.
When I was laying on my back, so she had her leg over my right.
So she started hitting you
Yes.
with
Her hand.
how many times?
Say probably 4 or 5 times at least.
Okay. Was it with an open hand, a fist? Do you recall?
I do not recall. It didn't feel like she was punching. Yeah.
Okay. Can I approach the witness, Judge?
Yes.
Alex, I'm gonna show you what the mark for identification states, I'm sorry. Fence exhibits 4 and 5, you recognize those? All right, how do you recognize those?
That's me in the pictures that I took shortly after the altercation.
Um, when were the pictures taken?
A minute after.
Do they fairly and accurately depict the way you looked on the day of the incident that we're discussing right now? Your Honor, at this time, I'm gonna offer amendments 4 and 5 in. I'll share with the state for inspection and objection.
No objection.
Right, fence exhibit 4 and 5 are admitted without objection.
Okay, Judge, and I'm just, if it's okay, I'll share with the court, but I'm gonna. Just if you can briefly, with regard to defendants 4 and 5, Alex, what are we looking at there? What injuries do you have?
So right here, there's, first one you see is definitely my eye. I was poked in the eye, during, her hitting me. There's clear red marks on my ear, neck, and handprints across my face.
Okay. What did you do?
I did put my hand up, to kind of like create some distance. It didn't work, so I did try to like pull her off of me, which is where I believe like her shirt got ripped, which that really irritated her even more, so she continued hitting me.
When you, let's back up a little bit. When you say you raised your hand up, I mean, did you make contact with her face?
Not, I believe the first time when I put my hand up, I was still continuing being hit, so I tried to pull her off.
Okay. Did there come a point in time where you used your hand and you did make contact with her?
Yes, the second time after her blouse, whatever she was wearing, had ripped, she continued hitting me, and that's when I kind of put my hand up and sat up to kind of create the distance, and then
Okay. So you made contact with her.
accidentally.
Well, it wasn't on accident. I mean, you're trying to get her off you, right? Okay. And did you notice she was bleeding?
Shortly after she got up, and that's when she pointed out that she was bleeding.
Okay. Was there anything that she did that you may have found a little odd with regard to the blood that was coming out of her nose?
Well, yeah, I mean, she noticed her nose was bleeding, so she continued to cuss me out, and her exact words were, "Well, since you made me bleed, I'm gonna make you wear it," and she started blowing.
Objection, hearsay.
Sustained.
Okay, don't tell me anything she said. I just want you to tell me what she was doing.
Blowing her blood towards me,
Okay,
like a farmer's blow, like blowing it towards
understood. What did you do at this point, Alex?
me. I mean, my exact words were, "Okay, like, that was an accident. You need to go clean up." And I immediately, when she walked away, I went to the bathroom, I took these pictures, grabbed my shower bag, and I left.
Okay. Once you left the apartment, where were you going?
Going to my mother's house.
Where does she live?
She lives Callahan and Babcock. About 30 minutes.
How far away is that from Miss Wise's apartment?
About 30 minutes. 30-minute drive.
All right. Did you stop anywhere after you left?
I did, yes. I needed to fill up. I was on E, so I stopped at the Quick Trip on 3009 and 35.
Okay. And while you were there, did anything happen?
She showed up. Surprised.
Okay. Now, again, don't mention anything that she said. But what was her demeanor? How was she acting?
Very aggressively. Jumped out of her car directly towards me, got in my face.
All right. Was this a pleasant conversation or was it hostile?
It's very awesome.
Okay. How long did it last?
Maybe a minute or two until pulled the gas pump out, put it back in, and got in my truck.
Okay. At that time, did you inform her where you were going or tell her where you were going?
Yes, I told her I'm going to my mother's house. It's not
Okay. After you got in your car and left, what did she do?
She followed me all the way to my mother's house, pretty much like tailgating me the whole way.
Okay. Now, don't tell me anything your mother may have said, but were you communicating with your mother at this hour?
Yes.
All right. How were you doing that?
I was on the phone with her.
Okay. Were you texting your mother or on the phone or both?
I was on the phone. I was texting.
All right. Did it become apparent to your mother that you were headed home and Olivia was following?
Objection, speculation.
Sustained.
Okay. So Olivia followed you all the way home.
Objection, leading.
Sustained.
When, uh, when you were driving, was there anyone behind you?
Olivia Wise.
All right. And when you got home, who was there with you?
She pulled up right behind me. I parked.
When you got to your mother's house, did you engage Olivia? What did you do?
I parked my truck, actually drove around the apartment complex a few times when my mother came out. Because I did not want to give her the opportunity to get anywhere near me. My mother was outside of the apartment. I pulled into her area, to her building. I parked, I got out, and I walked towards my mother to go to her apartment.
Do you know if your mother was engaging Olivia in conversation or dialogue or anything?
Objection, speculation.
If he knows, Judge.
Well,
All right, I'm sorry. So once objections are raised, you need to stop talking. Counsel, if you'll re-ask your question, please.
Do you know if your mother engaged Olivia in dialogue or any conversation?
All right, your
Objection.
objection will be overruled.
yes,
Okay. At some point, did Olivia leave?
yes, after they exchanged words.
Now, from the moment this incident took place at about 3 o'clock in the morning on February the 8th, if I have this date right, how many days went by, Alex, before you made any attempt to communicate with Olivia? Do you recall?
The exact number of days, no, but it was a few.
Okay. 4 or 5, 7 or 8.
Give or take, yeah, probably. So, okay.
Now, during this time, was Olivia communicating with you?
Yes,
Often? A lot?
Objection, leading.
Sustained.
Okay. How often was she communicating with you?
daily.
Okay. Was she sending you a few or several texts? And you were not responding at all? Okay. At some point in time, did you finally reach out to Miss Wise? Okay. And was that for the purpose of your child?
Objection, leading.
Sustained.
Sorry. Why did you reach out?
Because she kept blowing up my phone, so I eventually responded. But
Okay. And I think we all know this, but you and Miss Wise do share a child, and you have one other child. Is that correct?
I do.
Okay. During this period of time in the aftermath where she was texting you repeatedly, what was, without telling me the content of any message, but what was the demeanor or the affect of the messages?
from her,
Yes.
she was attacking me.
Was she saying nice things or bad things? All right. Was she threatening you? Did you threaten her back? May I approach a witness?
Yes.
Alex, I'm showing you exhibit marked as Defendant's Exhibit number 6. Just take a look at it. Tell me if you recognize it.
Yes,
All right. What do you recognize that?
that is sex between her and I.
All right. So are these text communications from Olivia to you and from you to Olivia as well?
Yes.
Judge offered the defendant's exhibit 6 into evidence.
Any objection?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm gonna object this to hearsay.
All right, may I see it, please?
Yes, Judge.
All right, the objection to hearsay? Or I should say the response to hearsay.
I mean, he's authenticated the text messages between him and Miss Wise.
But how's it not hearsay?
Because I'm not offering it for the truth of the matter.
Then what is it being offered for?
State
All
of mind.
right, the objection will be sustained.
At some point, Alex, at some point, did it just become the smart, safe thing to do just to cut off communication with Miss Wise?
Yes.
And when did that happen?
Completely cut off. The day I got arrested. No, communication was completely cut off, but about a week prior to the incident.
Okay. Last thing I want to talk to you about, Alex, is the apartment that Miss Wise lives in. Were you living with her?
That was our house,
Okay, I keep referring to it as an apartment. Is it a house?
the house.
Okay, I'm very sorry about that. That house, does it have recording monitor cameras?
Yeah, everywhere.
How many?
One in the room, living room, driveway, and there's a ring camera in the front door.
Okay. Let's talk about the ones in the house. Where are those located?
In the bedroom,
Was there a camera in the bedroom the day the incident happened?
yes,
Okay. Are you familiar with that camera?
Yeah.
The day this incident happened, to the best of your knowledge, was that camera working?
was earlier that day, so I'm pretty sure it was working that night as well.
Okay. And how about the camera in the baby's room or whatever? I'm sorry, was it the baby's room?
There's a camera in our bedroom.
Okay. Who has access and control to those cameras?
Yeah.
And how is that done?
He has it all through an app.
Okay. You recall in the aftermath of all of this, her indicating that she had the cameras and a recording of what happened?
Objection leading.
Sustained.
The camera that was in the bedroom that morning, Alex, is there any reason it should not have captured what happened? Okay. And the only person who would have control over it
Objection
is
leading.
Sustained.
who has control over it?
Olivia,
Who has the ability to delete it?
Olivia.
Who has the ability to memorialize it forever so we can maybe watch it in court? That's all the questions I have for now, Judge. Pass the witness.
State.
Thank you, Judge.
Hmm.
Mr. Miosak, you're currently on probation, right? And you were placed on probation on November 24. Is that right? On the 14th of November 2024, is that right? You were placed on probation for 2 years. And why were you placed on probation? Okay. And Yes, and did you go over the conditions with the CSO? Did you sign a form acknowledging your conditions? And were you aware that you were not supposed to commit an offense in the state of Texas or in the United States? Okay. And do you currently have an offense in Guadalupe County for the offense of assault?
I've
Is that a
only-
yes or no?
I've only been dealing with Bear County.
But you got arrested, is that right?
Bear County.
Not in Guadalupe County? Okay. But you were arrested for an offense in Guadalupe County, is that right? Okay. Let's move on to the date of this incident. So how many drinks did you say you had at the bar? You were not drinking. You mentioned earlier that you were. Okay. Would it be a surprise to you if we go back to the record and say,
Right.
would it surprise to you if we go back to the record and say that you both were drinking?
What did it say? Me?
Yes,
Said that we were both
Yes.
drinking?
okay. So you got to your house around 3 a.m., is that right? And you wanted to engage in sexual conduct with Miss Wise, is that right?
I was okay with it. A little preoccupied on my phone at the time.
Okay. So it is your testimony that she was the one asking you to have sexual contact with her, is that right? Okay. So what did she do when you told her that you didn't want to?
I didn't say that I didn't want to. I was okay with it. I was just on my phone momentarily.
Okay. And after that didn't happen, you mentioned that she got upset, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. Was she the one assaulting you first, or were you the one assaulting her first?
She assaulted me.
So you're saying that so she was the one, is it your testimony that she was the one who assaulted you in these pictures?
Yes.
And why did she assault you?
Because I said something that was rude. I was vulgar to her.
Okay. So is it your testimony that she assaulted you after she got this?
She assaulted me first. I was putting my hand out to protect myself.
And you hit her back? So how did she get this injuries?
Because I put my hand up while she was being while she was forcefully hitting me.
Were you aware that she got a broken nose?
I was not until she sent me the medical report, the hospital report that she got.
And do you think she could have gotten a broken nose just by putting your hand up, like you just motioned?
Well, she was forcefully coming at me, assaulting me. So very possible that the contact made with the angle of me laying on my back. All I had was to go up.
Okay. So how many times did you said she hit you?
At least 5, 6 times.
Okay, and where exactly did she hit you?
So one made contact with my eye, there, ear, neck, cheeks.
Okay, I can see the injury on your eye, but how did you get that if there's nothing, if there's not a punch around it?
Because I was poked in the eye.
So you were
By her
poked
nail.
with her, what,
Right now.
her nail? And how did she hit the side of the left side of your cheek?
Well, she was slapping me, if you can see here. There's some fingerprints here, there's red marks here as well. So,
So was she slapping you or was she punching you?
I believe she was just slapping me. I don't think I would have gotten her damage if she was punching.
How could you not feel if whether she's punching or hitting?
I believe she was slapping.
Okay. So is your testimony that she was the one hitting you first, and as in self-defense, you got this injuries?
Sorry, say that again?
Is it your testimony that she hit you first and this red marks and this injuries were as a result of self-defense?
That's a result of her hitting me. That's what it is. That's a result of self-defense.
But did you, okay, so right now we're looking at this, she also has a blood on her lips. Did you make this? How did she get this injuries on her lips? No, but we can see red marks and an injury, an actual injury on her lips. How did she get that? Okay.
She dried up blood on her.
Okay. And at what time exactly did you say you took the pictures of yourself?
Time exactly. I mean, it was shortly after it happened. I don't know the exact time, but it had to be after 3:30, I would say.
What, and where were you when you took these pictures?
I went into the guest bathroom to grab my shower stuff with my shower bag because I was leaving
You went to where? I'm sorry, I
to the
didn't.
guest bathroom.
Okay, to the guest bed. Okay,
All my stuff was.
okay. At any point, did she ask you for ice or anything else for her bleeding?
She went to the bathroom. I heard her talking. I didn't really recollect what she was saying. My thoughts were, I just need to leave to get away from the situation.
So you didn't help her in any way after she was claiming that she was bleeding? Okay. Okay. And you were saying right now, you were mentioning something about cameras in the bedroom, right? The one that was in the bedroom where the incident happened, was it camera or was it a baby monitor?
The baby.
Just how long do those baby monitors keep data?
I don't know how long they keep data, but as far as I know, when there's a motion in the room or sound, it starts recording.
Okay, and do you know if that baby monitor needs to have a SIM card or something to record?
I would assume so.
Did you know if the baby monitor had a SIM card to record?
As far as I know, since I bought them, it did have a SIM.
No, but at the date of the incident, did you know whether it had a SIM card or not?
I don't see why it wouldn't have.
Okay. Did you ask Ms. Wise for the recording of the incident?
No.
Why not?
Why would I ask?
Because you're claiming right now that she assaulted you. That's why. Did you
No, I
ask?
didn't ask.
No. You didn't seem important to you that if you're saying that she hit you, important to ask her for the recording?
She was accusing me of doing. Really doubt that she would give me. So I didn't bother asking.
Okay. Okay, so when you were on your way to your mom's house and she was following you, did she ask for the keys of the house? Okay,
What she was telling me.
I didn't ask that. I just asked specifically whether she was asking for the keys. Did you have the keys of the house? Okay. So. Okay, so after when all this happened, how long were you and Ms. Weiss together for?
After all of that happened,
Before?
we were together over a year and a half, I would say.
Okay. I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Right, defense.
Judge, I just need to clarify a couple things. Alex, the arrest that they're talking about was on the MTR that we're here for, correct?
Correct.
All right, you ever been to the Guadalupe County Jail? No. Okay. You ever received notice from them that there's a case pending? Okay, as it stands right now, today, there is no charge pending in Guadalupe County. All right. That's it, Judge.
Any,
No, Your Honor.
you may step down. All right, defense, call your next witness.
Judge, we rest on the motion.
All right, state any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
All right, and then I believe defense, you had some exhibits. I didn't get a chance to see
Oh,
them.
I'm sorry, Judge.
Sorry, that's okay.
Come on.
Oh, no problem. All right. Cool. All right. So in regards to this case, any argument from the state?
Yes, Your Honor. The state has shown by a preponderance of the evidence that the defendant committed the offense of assault in Guadalupe County. We heard from the probation officer that they got the report, and that's when this violation report was submitted. Also, we heard from the probation officer that the defendant failed to submit to drug testing as directed by the court in violation of condition number 20. Also, we heard from the complainant, Ms. Weiss, and she explained to the court how she got these injuries, a broken nose, and this was after an altercation that happened between the defendant and Ms. Weiss. So, Judge, we believe that we have shown this evidence, and for that reason, we're just asking the court to revoke the probation and sentence the defendant to 1 year in Bexar County Jail.
All right, defense.
Try to keep it all kind of together. There's always, been a lot about the situation that bothers me. And
Mr. Tochi,
I-
can you sit down so you
Oh.
can talk into the mic?
oh yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. The biggest issue that I have, Judge, well, of course, in any situation like this where there are no witnesses, and you have a girl with a picture like that who has blood coming out of her nose, I agree. She has dried blood on her mouth. I don't see any injury there. And there are no real witnesses. You just kind of have to evaluate their credibility, both of them. I never understood and never will why Miss Wise, who after being allegedly assaulted by Alex, doesn't do the one thing you would expect somebody in that situation to do, and that's to call the police immediately. Now, I know the court is aware and probably believes, well, there's probably a number of reasons that someone wouldn't do that. I don't understand that reaction, but I certainly don't understand the reaction to go and pursue the person that you claim to be the most fearful of. And I understand that she gave an explanation for that. But it just does not ring true to me or make any sense that she doesn't call the police. She talked about she was in a lot of pain and that her nose hurt, and clearly it was bleeding. She doesn't seek medical help. What she has in her mind and in her heart in the immediate aftermath is to still try to continue to hurt him and at some point his mother by pursuing him 30 miles away to his mother's house where she knows she's not welcome. And then she starts to ridicule the both of them. And then she starts to threaten them about his child and her grandchild. And I really do think that that should go to her credibility. The report isn't made until a few hours after the fact, after she has tried to get Alex to come back home. She's chased him to his mother's house. And once she realizes that this isn't going to work, an allegation that he assaulted her is born. You have the pictures in front of you. And look, do I think Alex put his hand up and that and only that? No, there clearly was contact, Judge. There clearly was contact. She wants you to believe that Alex was really horny and didn't get sex. That was her testimony. And that is why he hit her. But when you look at the information that was presented to you, it was really quite the opposite. She was the one that was wanting to, they both were. They both were, especially her with some of the verbiage that she was. And it seems really, really silly that it would be born out of this, that he was denied sex and he just decides to start hitting her. Could that happen? Absolutely. But in her intoxicated state, mad, upset, could I see her climbing on top of Alex, pissed off, starting to hit him? Absolutely. Absolutely. And Alex not wanting that and reaching up because he was laying down and smacking her. This is an easy way to break a nose. I don't know. It's a self-defense technique. You probably may not be familiar with it. That'll break a nose quite easily. And Alex diffuses the situation by leaving, and she pursues and doesn't call the police and doesn't go to the hospital. And then in the aftermath of it all, now she knows, as she said, he's on probation. She has the upper hand. She has the upper hand and she knows it. And that's, the biggest part of this whole thing that I don't like is the fact that I 100% believe and cannot prove to you, I believe she has the video. I believe those video recording machines were working. They've always been working. You have the stipulated exhibit there where she tells the prosecutors, oh, I have it. Oh, I have it. And then at some point later in the future, oh, wait a minute, it got recorded over. The interview was on April 7th. The incident was February the 8th. If that video, if that audio, or whatever it is you had was that important, you are not going to let that happen. That is literally the smoking gun. She's the only one with control. She's the only one with access. She's the only one that can delete, record, memorialize, or do whatever she wants. And we don't have it. And I absolutely believe the recording device was working, and she deleted it. I could kind of go on and on about her behavior, but there just is no reason for Alex just to go off over sex and do that. I understand that the burden of proof is really, really low. If the court finds it true, I certainly hope that the court doesn't lock him up for a year, Judge. He has children. He has gainful employment. I believe that Ms. Wise relies on his employment to help support Harlow, their child. And so I believe that it happened a lot more likely the way Alex told it versus her credibility. I find his credibility to be greater than hers. And I hope the court sees it that way as well. I'm asking the court to find it not true. If you do find it true, Judge, I'm asking you not to put him in jail for a year.
All right. Court is finding violation of condition 1 and 20 true. If you all could do a trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal for the court.
Mhm. Oh, that means you have the allegation true. And then tell you what she's gonna do.
And please don't check the boxes. I'll
No,
check
Judge.
whatever box is appropriate.
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
These are always coming off the wall double. All right. As previously stated, the court is finding violations 1 and 20 true. Court is going to find the defendant guilty, grant the motion, and revoke. Does anyone wish to speak to punishment? The state is asking for a year. Defense, what are you requesting?
I mean, Judge, obviously not that. I mean, the court can continue him on supervision. The court has a ton of options that can be utilized.
We're going to continue him.
I mean, well, obviously I would ask for a very low term of jail, perhaps 30 days, Judge.
All right. Does anybody want testimony from probation as to how he was doing while he was on probation?
Well, I believe we already have that. Exemplary was the report from both POs. They had no issues whatsoever. I mean, that was my recollection, that they had no problems with him at
I
all.
just wanted that to be addressed because now we're at what it would be appropriate punishment with the revocation. So
Okay.
if anyone wants to speak to that, for the record, you can. I do recall what was said by
Yeah.
the witness.
Are you talking about Vashon, Judge? I'm sorry.
Oh, no. It's, if you want to ask Ms. Abrams some questions, or if you want the court to go on previous testimony from the probation officers who were supervising your client, I can go off of that as well.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that, Judge. And that was the very reason that I asked those questions, because I figured we might get to this point. And I just wanted the court to understand that up to this, he would be, as I would describe, a model probationer.
Right. Anything else from the state?
No, Your Honor, other than the 2 violations that he committed, even though he was doing good on probation, he still committed those 2 violations. So that's all.
All right. What the court is going to do, there's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's previously, I think I had ordered a no contact with Shelby Schultz unless it was through the parenting app. Now I'm going to change that to no contact with Shelby Schultz. And does everybody agree that was the previous condition? Only contact through the app?
I believe it was, Judge. I didn't represent him on the previous case.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
All right, so there'll be no contact with Shelby Schultz. And then the court is going to sentence you to 180 days in the Bexar County Jail. Give you credit for any time served. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Do you understand it and sign it?
Yes, she asked your question.
Sorry.
Did you review the Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
I just have it. Yeah, the no contact. They haven't requested it, so. All right, because this is not a plea bargain agreement, you do have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations and the motion, not the fact that you were on deferred adjudication. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you need to speak to an attorney. And counsel, this is your document. And counsel, if you want to check with the clerk on the days he has in. All right, thank you.
In a chilling courtroom moment, the victim finally speaks out, and her words hit harder than any sentence. She describes years of trauma, manipulation, and emotional abuse that shattered her life. From PTSD and anxiety to suicidal thoughts, the damage runs deep. But today she stands strong, no longer afraid. Looking directly at the defendant, she delivers a brutal truth. I still hate you, and you belong in prison. The courtroom falls silent as pain turns into power. This isn't just testimony, it's survival, justice, and a voice that refuses to be silenced. And this time, the world is listening.